Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt like your life wasn't enough? Have you ever looked at someone else's success, their achievements, their seemingly perfect life, and thought, why am I not there yet? If you have, you're not alone. Comparison is a silent thief. It sneaks into our minds, whispers in our ears, and convinces us that we are behind, that we are not good enough, that happiness is always somewhere else, with someone else. But today, I want to tell you a truth that will set you free. Comparison is the enemy of happiness, and if you want to live a fulfilled life, you must learn how to break free from its grip. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, two seeds lay side by side in the soil. The first seed looked around and saw a mighty oak tree standing tall in the distance. I want to be just like that tree, it thought. Strong, powerful, admired by all. But as days passed, it became obsessed with how small it was. It compared itself constantly to the great tree, and, feeling unworthy, refused to grow. The second seed, however, didn't concern itself with the oak tree. It simply focused on absorbing the sunlight, stretching its roots, and growing at its own pace. Seasons changed and years passed. The first seed never grew. It remained buried in doubt and fear. But the second seed, it became a beautiful tree in its own right. Not an oak, but a tree with its own beauty, its own strength. The lesson? The moment you start comparing your growth to someone else's, you stop nurturing your own. Comparison is dangerous because it blinds us to our own progress. It makes us forget how far we've come. Instead of celebrating our journey, we fixate on someone else's destination. Think about it. Have you ever seen a race where runners constantly look over their shoulders? The moment they do, they slow down. They lose focus. Some even trip and fall. Life is the same way. The more you compare, the more you slow yourself down. But here's the irony. When you compare, you're often comparing someone's highlight reel to your behind the scenes. You see their success, but not their struggles, their triumphs, but not their tears. You see the applause, but not the sleepless nights, the doubts, the failures they endured to get there. And yet, we allow this illusion to dictate our happiness. Imagine if a fish compared itself to a bird. It would feel useless because it can't fly. But put that fish in water and suddenly it moves with effortless grace. You too have a unique path, a unique timing, a unique gift. The only comparison that matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. If you are growing, even by one small step, you are winning. Think about the person you were a year ago. Are you stronger, wiser, more resilient? If the answer is yes, that is success. So how do we escape this trap? Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is real. Shift your mindset from, am I as good as them, to am I better than I was yesterday? Limit social media consumption. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Use it as inspiration, not validation. 3. Practice gratitude. When you focus on what you have, you stop obsessing over what you lack. Gratitude shifts your perspective and reminds you of your own blessings. Celebrate others without diminishing yourself. Someone else's success doesn't take away from yours. There is no shortage of happiness in the world. Celebrate others and trust that your time will come. 5. Walk your own path. Stay in your lane. Trust your journey. The universe has a plan for you, and it won't look like anyone else's. Comparison will always be there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to steal your joy. But happiness? Happiness is found in embracing your journey, in celebrating your growth, in trusting your timing. So the next time you feel the urge to compare, remind yourself, I am not in competition with anyone. My only goal is to become the best version of myself, because in the end, happiness isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Thank you.